Hello folks, welcome to another video here in the Microsoft Sim. I hope that you're all enjoying Sim Update 10. I know I am. It's Friday as I record this, which I thought was a good excuse to do a Freeware Friday episode, and the subject of today's episode is this beautiful aeroplane on thy screen. Oh geez, isn't that nice lighting, hey? The shadows and all that stuff. Early morn, folks, where we are. The livery may give you an idea. We're in Buenos Aires. That's where we begin our journey. And we're heading across to Santiago, Chile, this fine morning. This aircraft is an A330-300. This is an aircraft with a bit of history. It's the Project Megapack A330, 300. Apologies for that, folks. That's been around for a while, and then it kind of got abandoned, or at least it was thought to be abandoned. From what I can tell, I wasn't really paying attention when it was first released. And anyway, the team behind it, this is Freeware, so it's a Freeware development team. The team behind it has picked it up again and released version 0.3.0. I don't know a lot about it. I don't fly the Airby very often. I've flown the A330-900, the headwind version, a few times and enjoyed it. This will be my first time in an A330-300 for yonks in any sim. I can't remember the last time I would have flown one. Anyway, that's the subject of today's flight. Be really clear from the get-go, so I jump inside for you, that I am not an Airbus aficionado or an Airbus expert. There's going to be things about this aeroplane that I'm not going to pick up on. There are going to be things happening here that I'm not even aware of, folks. Purpose of Freeware Friday episodes is to bring attention and say thank you so bring attention to the Freeware development community and say thank you to our Freeware development community that adds so much to our simulation experience. We're cold and dark here. Yes, there's no Jude. And for some of you, you'll be thinking, thank Christ for that after the last video. I don't know when we'll see Jude next. I don't know when we'll hear Jude next. I'm not sure I want to embark on that adventure again. It does provide a bit of a challenge for the old fella, though. And look, if nothing else, this channel features unique content. I'll give myself a rap there. Yeah, anyway, folks, today's video, A330-300. Let me, probably external power will do the trick, mate. There we go, we've got some stuff lit up. There we go. First thing I notice, haven't flown it, folks, so I got... This is raw. The first thing I notice is the displays look very much like the default displays. Kind of, it makes sense, I guess. This is not a fly-by-wire aircraft. Well, it is, yes. The Airbus A330 is a fly-by-wire aircraft. However, this is not using fly-by-wire. The Freeware mob is not using their tech, I don't think. The displays are the first things that, yeah, looks different to me. Got a little bit of fuel. I don't know whether we've got enough fuel. We've got a flight plan in, which, well, I think we've got a flight plan in. I don't know how well developed the McDo, is that what it's called? The McDo is developed here. Dunno, folks. I'll get it started because I can start an Airbus. I remember how to do that. They're actually quite easy to start. I'll get us started out onto a runway. We'll go for a fly. As I said, the plan for today's flight takes us across South America from here in Buenos Aires, Argentina, to Santiago, Chile. Welcome aboard. All right, folks, lined up runway 35 here in Buenos Aires. 3006 is the QNH. We've got, I think, everything plugged in that we need to have plugged in. I was surprised, positively surprised by the McDo. However, the purists, the simming pros, that may be watching will take exception to the McDo compared to something like the Fly-by-Wire or the Phoenix. Those that like quality aircraft sounds in their sim, I am one of those people. I unfortunately can't appreciate them because of my rather poor hearing, but yeah, you're going to be disappointed by this aeroplane compared to the likes of the other ones. But this is not about a comparison. I don't want to get too bogged down in that, folks. This is just a little bit of commentary, just some stuff I've noticed. I don't know very much about this aeroplane at all. Should we do stuff? Have we got auto throttle? I think we do. Let's do it. We've got a really high rotate speed. Just see that weather kick in, a little bit of haze there. What's going on here? Not hearing any clicks. Mantoga, why not? Really high rotate speed. 170. That seems really high, although we're probably pretty heavy. We've got like 38 tons of fuel. Airspeed's alive. Away we go. 100 knots. So it's accelerating okay, I think. Heavy aircraft. We'll get there. V1's coming up. Yeah, 173. Holy shit. We're gonna chew up a fair bit of this bloody tarmac. Oh, she lifts off a little easy. There we go. All right. Positive rate and all that gear can come up. Feels like a bit of a rocket ship. You get those flaps coming in nice and early, I think. There we go. Pitch up to around about 13 degrees, nose up, something like that. Is that about right? Yeah, the sounds... Look, it's freeware, folks. It's freeware. We should get an acceleration altitude about 1500 AGL. Is that about right? Yep, going to the thrust climb, which is there. Alright. Now, we should be making a left-hand turn, so we'll just hand fly this for a little bit. She's sluggish in roll. Well, to me, it feels sluggish in roll. Quite sensitive in pitch, but I mean, we were doing about 180 plus knots when we rotated. Oh, that's alright. Looking down on Buenos Aires, folks. There she is. That haze layer kicked in. And we'll head around about 260, something like that. And we'll take an outside view as we sort of roll out. Continue that climb. Continue that roll. 250 knots below 10. So she's throttling back. Come on, 260. Oh, look, we'll call 260 here. Close enough, folks. What we'll do is we'll whack autopilot on. Now what it should do is try and capture the nav. I want to take you outside. I want to have a look. Look at that. Gorgeous representation. Early morning haze layer. Yeah, those sounds a little bit disappointing. Anyway, folks, we're safely away. I don't know what the transition altitude here in Argentina is. I'm just gonna say it's now. Not what am I doing there? QFE? No. Pull standard. Can I pull standard? No. Wait a minute. What's going on here? There. Pull standard is that one. We're in managed mode. Yep. Can we do something down here? Let's go direct to Urano. Direct. And there's our flight plan in. I don't think they've got the fonts right, at least compared to the other airby that are available for the sim. But look, you've got to compromise something in freeware. You've got to compromise a lot in payware, it seems, sometimes. Anyway, so through 10,000, and we're now transitioning to, we're looking for 320 indicated. So nose down as we do that. We're sort of just hanging off the nav line though, aren't we? What's happening there? If I zoom out, it makes it look a little bit closer. It makes it look a little bit better. Yeah, all the symbology here and stuff is, I mean, it's okay. It kind of does the job, but, you know, you compare it to those other aircraft, and you notice the differences. I'm not actually getting a wind speed indication here. I'm getting a wind direction, which I'm guessing is correct. I'm basically heading into a westerly. I am getting a wind speed indication. You fool! I'm looking. See, I've been flying a different aeroplane. Wind speed indication is perfectly okay. Let me zoom in for you. It is a westerly at 18 knots. I'm looking for a number right next to the arrow. Hey, trap for young players, or not young players, as the case may be. After takeoff checks and all that crap, what do we need to do? Not much. I think it's all good. Yeah, I think we're okay. Does this display down here, does it all work? With center display? Do the all thing? Or status? No, maybe not. All? No. Hydraulics? No. Flight controls? Wheel? Electrics? No. Didn't do the takeoff config check. Oh, the engine page works. APU, you wouldn't expect it. Aircon, door, wheels. Oh, that doesn't work. There's some stuff which is in-op, as they say. I'll just leave it on that page, I think. I think there should be some more text on here, shouldn't there? Maybe. I didn't actually touch the chrono. Probably should have. Important chrono stuff. Well, texturing wise, it's alright. Again, it's not top notch, but it's alright. It's pretty impressive for Freeware. I couldn't do anything. I wouldn't even attempt to do what these modelers do. I think it's bloody impressive. But there are others who, have very, very high standards and stuff. For me, it's pretty bloody good for Freeware. It looks like the flight deck of an A330 to me. Close enough. Anyway, folks, I'll shut up for a bit and continue our journey. Join you maybe en route in the cruise, a bit of a chat, and then the approach segment, and then that'll wrap up this video. Alright folks, just climbing up through 290 here. We are limping, I should say, not climbing. 500 feet a minute here, doing 320 indicator. We're doing Mach 0.82. Now I can probably change that because I don't reckon we're ever going to reach 380 at this rate. So I don't know what's going on there. There seems to be an issue with climb. It hasn't, it climbs well down low, but then it really struggles when you get up into the flight levels, in the higher flight levels anyway. That's what I've noticed. We're down to 400 feet. Yeah, we're not going to get to 380. So what are our choices here, folks? What can we do? Can we do something about vertical speed? Can we? 500 feet a minute. Alright, I want to go... I'll take a speed... I'll sacrifice some airspeed here in order to climb. In fact, let's say at 2,000 feet a minute. Alright, and we'll just drop some indicated airspeed. I don't need to be climbing at 0.82 Mach. We're climbing into an increasing wind as well, an increasing headwind. So another captain's call. No point going to 3.8. Let's go to 3. Bugger it. Let's go 3.2. That'll do. It's just going to get worse the higher we go. Yeah, we lost 20 knots there. Well, that's all right, but we gained about 1,500 feet a minute. So compromise. Captain's cool, as they say. Folks, I'll see you again in the cruise for more of this first. Well, it's not a first. Yeah, it is a first impressions. First impressions / Freeware Friday, featuring the Project Megapack A330. We'll see you in a bit. We journey ever westward, folks. Flight level 320. You're riding the tail. You're riding me tail. Normally that's said in a... Normally that has a negative connotation, doesn't it? It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. Think about it, folks. Anyway, nice looking aeroplane, the A330 300. I think it is anyway, and this livery's beautiful. That is just a gorgeous blue, sky blue, perhaps it is, and then transitioning to the darker shade towards the pointy end, isn't it? Aerolíneas Argentinas. I'm not sure I've ever flown Aerolíneas Argentinas. They probably wouldn't let me on the way I pronounce their airline. My Spanish accent is not a strength. Speaking in general is not a strength of mine, folks. Jumping back inside, everything's going pretty well. It's remarkably boring. This is why I don't fly the heavies too often. I do find myself getting a little bit bored. I think that vertical speed thing should have sort of scrubbed itself out, shouldn't it? There's some other stuff that is down here. These are going to be criticisms, but just stuff that I'm noticing, folks. Was it the perf page? Yeah, it's still stuck in climb mode. Probably because it thinks we need to go to 380. Would that explain it? So if I change that to 320 down here, there you go. Hey, I solved my own problem. Hey, a lot of the time it's user error, folks, particularly in my videos. I do look, every flight is a learning opportunity. The difference between me and I suppose some other people anyway is that you get to see mine play out here on the old YouTube. I don't mind at all. Maybe others learn from it. I hope so. Yeah, but look, otherwise remarkably boring. Somehow we've slowed. We are slowing. Why are we slowing? Why are we slowing, folks? Right, I know I said I wanted a learning opportunity, but why are we slowing? I don't know. 320. Is it something in here? I don't know. Managed mode. Can't I go like 0.83 or something? Can I do that? 1. Selected 1. What does that mean? 0.83. What am I doing? So if now, for some reason, we've reset the target cruise speed to Mach 0.79. 285 indicated. Does that correspond? It does. So can I increase that? Let me try this another way. Yeah. 320. No, 320 in there. Selected 320. No, okay. So can I pull it out of manage mode and go to 320? Oh, the purists amongst you will be shaking your head at this point, won't you? How dare he take it out of manage mode? Is it actually going to accelerate? It's trying to now, isn't it? Please tell me you're trying to accelerate. This flight's already going to take too long. It is. It's trending north. We're going to get to 320, aren't we? Oh, bugger it. I'm going to take an axe-trolling view for you, folks. Beautiful aeroplane. I'll see you for the approach into Santiago. We're expecting beautiful conditions over there this morning. An arrival onto one of the northerly facing runways, so 35, I think it is. 35 right, perhaps, considering we're approaching from the east. We'll see you for that approach. So it's flights like these, folks, that I really miss having a companion. Just seems to drag a little bit. Thankfully, the final cut, the video that is published on YouTube, is an abridged version of the flight, but I actually sit here in front of this thing for the entire duration. Anyway, folks, I wanted to take this opportunity. I'll take an outside shot for you. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to subscribers and regular viewers of this channel. I understand that this video, when it's published, will be number 297 on my channel. A channel that does date back around about 8 years, I think. And then I did take a long break, a really long break in there, which coincided with the election of Donald Trump to President of the United States. Purely coincidental. But it was about that time. I actually put the channel on hiatus and sort of walked away from it all for literally for years, probably four years or so. Longer, 5 years. Came back to it in 2021. Left it in 2016. That's 5 years when I went to school, mate. Had absolutely nothing to do with Donald Trump, but he popped up, as he does. Hard to get rid of that bloke, isn't it? Unfortunately, he popped up on my YouTube feed thing. I didn't watch it. I don't watch him. I got better things to do with my life than watch that oxygen thief. But I was just reflecting, coming back to the story here, and the intent of this segment is to say thank you to everyone, viewers, subscribers, people that show support for this channel and therefore for me and the videos that I produce. This is a small channel. This is just shy of 1,500 subscribers as I make this video. As my little dog chimes in, as she has to in every video. She's reminding me to get on with it. 1,500 subscribers. I don't expect it'll grow much more than that. The growth has really slowed down. Not that it's ever been particularly explosive. Unlike some other channels which are really taken off, haven't they? And yeah, almost 300 videos, as I said. And my videos, they get a few hundred views each. Typically, there's a few exceptions. There's a couple of videos that are into the thousands, but most of my videos get a few hundred views, and then they disappear from the algorithm and or disappear from people's interest or relevance, perhaps. It's hard to keep up with all the developments in the simulation world, all the new releases and stuff. I can't keep up, and I don't try. But yeah, this is a small channel, but I just want to show my appreciation for those of you that appreciate the content and show me support by sharing your comments. It's a good bunch, really good bunch of people. I really enjoy your comments. You give me a bloody good chuckle, all of you. There's a couple of dickheads from time to time. Most of their stuff gets caught in the filter thing, the YouTube filter thing, so I don't have to deal with it. There's a couple of haters out there that keep coming back. And but for the vast majority, it's just you're just a good bunch. You're the type of people that I can imagine, if things were different, things were really different, we'd all enjoy a quiet one on a Friday night down at the local and just talking shit about aeroplanes and life and stuff. So I just want to really say thank you. It's a very long-winded way. This weather, these clouds, the atmosphere in this sim, combined with the scenery, oh jeez. Hey, I'm going to need a cigarette after this. It's a good thing Jude's not around, because I'm getting a bit toey here. Anyway, folks, we'll see you for the approach into Santiago. Just while I think of it, folks, just plugging in the arrival data into the box, and there might be a number or two in this display that causes some concern. In fact, there's a few numbers that cause some concern. So I've plugged in the QNH, the temp, the wind. 8,000 is what it's selected. I'm going to guess that's correct, although it seems a little low for Chile. But anyway, considering I've got this dirty big mountain range flying through it called the Andes. The V approach 298 with a landing speed of 293 sounds a little bit hot. What do you reckon? Bit quick? Yeah. So, can't rely on that. I'm going to take a wild stab and sort of plan for about 150. See how that feels. It'll be a visual approach. Beautiful conditions in Santiago. We'll plan for, 150 or so. They're the Andes, folks. Shortly about to begin our descent. It's going to be a fairly shallow descent initially, and we'll kind of then fly up the coast to the west of the Andes, and then land on 35 right. So I will see you. That will be the next segment, I promise. Okay, folks, concluding stages of the flight. We're about 10 miles shy of runway 35 right here in Santiago. It's been an interesting approach. Thank you, mate. I might take Georgie off at this point and hand fly. So we're kind of flying an oblique final down to 35 right. Yeah, it's been an interesting approach. Stunningly beautiful in terms of visuals. Absolutely stunning. There is no that is no exaggeration. Over the Andes to the south of Santiago here, just absolutely stunning. Little choppy, as you would expect, but fantastic view out the window. The aircraft, I've mishandled it, admittedly. It struggled a little bit as well. So I think it's a combination of poor piloting and complete unfamiliarity with the A330 and not a lot of recency on the air-by in general, which isn't helping. Flaps 2 and gear down at this point, thank you. Runway 35 right in sight. Yeah, around about 6 miles to go. So I haven't done myself any favours. What's happening here? What's the auto throttle do? In fact, I'm going to take auto throttle out as well. Just for an added challenge. In fact, flying the Airbus, it's very automated. I've flown it like I fly a Boeing, if that makes sense to anyone. Probably not, but it does to me. I know what I mean. General impressions of the aircraft. If you're into your A330s, particularly the 300 series, this is an option for you. It's an aircraft that's freeware. It's back in active development, which is good. I'm struggling to slow down here, aren't I? I'm going to take flaps 3, which is probably... We're right at the bottom of the red. We're on profile, 2 whites, 2 reds from what I can see, but we are struggling for speed. This aircraft is an option for you if you're into your A330s. It could be a very long time before we see a payware A330. There is, of course, the headwind A330-900 as well. That's an option. The more modern A330. And we'll take full flap at this point. A little bit late, I'm guessing, and we're slightly low. I was looking for 150 on the approach. I've got manual throttles, which is a no-no on the Airbus. Like I said, flying it like I fly a Boeing. Not saying I fly a Boeing properly either. Okay, the annunciation's changed to land. Getting a little bit slow here. And getting a little bit low. And getting a little bit nervous to boot. There we go, we should be okay. Thank you. Runway 35 right, Santiago, Chile, folks.
100, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20.
Get down. Oh, jeez. It was quite firm in the end, wasn't it? It seemed to float forever. Maybe a little bit late in the old retard work. And we'll go into a little bit of reverse while we're here. Although we don't really need to. There we go. We'll roll through to the this high-speed exit on the left-hand side. Not a particularly pretty approach or landing there, folks. But I've done me best. I'll take this opportunity as I look for a parking spot to thank you for your company in another video. This has been a Freeware Friday episode featuring the Project Mega Pack, the PMP A330 300, available for the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Stay well, enjoy your simming, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.